Hey guys, today we're doing a Victoria's Secret inspired hair tutorial. It's this kind of loose but not too loose curl, and I'm going to teach you how to make it last all day and all night. Alright, keep watching.
Okay, first we're going to comb through our slightly damp hair. You don't want to comb through really wet hair because it's just going to break your hair, and obviously that is not good for it. And then I'm going to put in this Pantene Split Fix. I put this towards the ends of my hair. This will smooth out your hair as well as re-moisten those ends so that they're not super dry, which mine usually are. You really want to work this through, especially into the ends, so that they are ready for some heat product because you wanted to protect them. Hence this Tresemme heat protectant. This is amazing stuff, and you can buy it at the drugstore. It's not expensive, and I find that it works the best. You really want to spray this on the outsides and insides of your hair. I find that when you're using a lot of spray products, people just tend to get the outside layer, and you got to get the inside layer too. So spray all over. Be generous. And then we're going to comb all those products through to make sure they are evenly distributed. Okay, now it is blow dry time. I try not to blow dry my hair if I can help it. Obviously, the more heat you apply to your hair, the more damage it's going to get, and since I already curl my hair fairly often, I try to let it air dry. But if you must, wait until your hair is almost completely air dried and then do a little bit of heat, but then finish it off with the cool setting. At this point, see how my hair is almost pretty much dry? I'm just using cool air and blowing it around and looking pretty displeased. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, and dry hair is essential when you are curling it. Any sort of wetness is going to bog you down. You need completely dry hair if you have any hope of holding a curl, so we want to give ourselves our best chance and make sure our hair is completely dry, heat or not. And now we're just going to comb that out so there's not any knots from the air blowing it around, and we are ready for our first step. I'm using a Conair 1-inch barrel. Okay, wait a minute. Now, I know a lot of the other YouTube girls are using these fancy, interchangeable, $200 special order online wands, and they are great, but this is something that anybody can get. It's like $12 at the drugstore, and that is why I'm using it. So let's go. I'm also using these little clippies. You can buy this at any sort of beauty supply, but bobby pins work as well. Okay, now I'm taking the front portion of my hair. This is probably the hardest part, this first little bit, because you're going to be using the wand at a different angle than the rest of your hair, but you know, if you get it out of the way, then it's no big deal for the rest of the time. Okay, so now we're taking this little bit, we're taking 2-inch section of hair. For the rest of it, you're going to try and get maybe 1 to 1.5 inches, but we're doing this for a reason. If you have bigger curls framing your face, it's going to be a much softer look. If your curls are too tight around your face, you will look like Shirley Temple, and I'm pretty sure that's a look that no Victoria's Secret angel is going for. So just wrap your hair around, and you're going to start at the top of your head and work your way down. The hair is much more porous towards the ends, which is why they break, and so any additional heat at the ends is going to damage your hair even further. So if you start at the thickest part of your hair, which is near the top, and work your way down, letting little bits of hair in as you go, your hair is going to become less damaged, and it's going to hold the curl better because the parts of the hair that need more heat will get more time. This makes sense, right? And now you're going to slowly let that curl fall into your hand so that it doesn't lose its shape. And then we're going to use the clippies to secure it. Just roll it back to the top of your head and secure. Bam. Done. Okay, we're going to continue this idea of doing the top portion of the head first, starting at the very top of the hair and working our way down to the ends, letting little by little more hair into the barrel, making sure to leave the very end just for a second. If you really want this look to last all day and all night, I would suggest spraying your hair and then putting it into the barrel. I know a lot of people say this is really bad for your hair, and this is why I only suggest it for special occasions where it's really important. But that is my tip and my trick. I'm not doing it this time because I'm only going out at night, and so I only need it to last for a few hours. But if this is an all-day affair, then yes, spray before you put it into the barrel, and then spray when you are done. We're going to continue this pattern through the top portion of the hair until it sort of resembles a faux hawk kind of look. Rock on! All right. And then we'll move on to the sides of the hair. Now your wand, you can see, is much easier to handle because you have gravity working in your favor, so you don't have to control the hair as much. It's just going to stay in the barrel. But we're still starting at the top, and we are definitely moving our curls away from the face. And put it down and secure. Bam. You can tell I'm getting into a pattern. It gets pretty easy after a while, especially once you're done with the top portion because the hair is just working with you with the gravity. That's a good look, right? That's really cute. I should just go out like this. And continue. Da, 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 da. And that's the look. Just kidding. But this is how the side should look once you're done with one side. Kind of leave the back portion for last. And then it's time to do the other side. Pause. You're probably asking yourself why I'm going through the step of pinning this hair up instead of just leaving it down after I curl it. Well, by pinning it up, you're letting your hair cool and therefore set in that curled shape. If you just let it be down after you curl it, gravity is going to pull your hair down and loosen up the curl, and then it will set much later than that. Your hair is not going to set right away. So because we want this look to last all night, we're going to let it set in the curl, and it will hold its shape more permanently for you so that it'll last all day and all night. It's worth it, right? This is the way they used to do it back in the day, and their hair looked pretty bomb-tastical. So I'm going to go with what they did. All right, so now this is how it looks once it's all done. It's the little extra bits that make it worth the effort. All right, now we're going to spray our hair. Again, you should spray as you're curling if you are going for an all day plus all night look. So now that I'm waiting for my hair to set, I have to figure out some stuff to do because normally this is when I do my makeup, but I've already done my makeup, so now I just gotta wait around for my hair to dry and cool. All right, now it's time to take it out. This is the best part. Take those clips out. No fancy advice or tips or tricks here. Just, take the clips out. It's not really rocket science. I guess the one thing I could say is just start from the bottom and work your way to the top because that'll be easier for you to find the clips. All right, and then just work the curls into your desired look and then spray again if that's your fancy. It's pretty easy. That's the look. It's inspired by that loose, romantic Victoria's Secret angel sort of hair. It's not a too tight curl, it's not waves, it's something sort of in the middle. It's fun, it's easy, and the more you do it, the easier it gets. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.